The truth about a YouTube channel, having a small YouTube channel and how much I've made. Okay, let's see what this is all about.
My small organic gardening channel is almost 2 years old. I've been monetized for about 4 months now. So the question is, has it been worth it? What's the future of my channel? How much time does it take to upload about one video per week? I'm semi-retired. Should it be taking up this much time?
These are very good questions. I'm sure it would be of much interest for small YouTubers like us. So let's see what she has to say.
When I first started my YouTube channel, I really wanted it to replace my part-time job. I only work about 15 hours a week, so that seemed to be a reasonable thing to expect a YouTube channel to do. I uploaded over 100 videos before I finally got one that put me over the edge into monetization.
You see, guys, how hard it is to monetize a YouTube channel. She uploaded over 100 videos before getting monetized, and she only after 100 videos she got the one video to push her above the monetization requirement. So many people fail a YouTube channel because they give up way too soon. You need to upload tons and tons and tons of video over many months and weeks before you can get monetized. Unfortunately, that's how hard it is to be good at YouTube.
I'm very thankful for the money that I've made from Google AdSense, and that's how you make money directly from YouTube.
Yes, for joining the YouTube Partner Program, you can make money through advertising, and if you have an AdSense account, you can connect your AdSense account to your YouTube channel, and then you can make money that way.
Are you curious about how did I get monetized? How much time did it take? Well, it took about 15 or 16 months. And then I had a video that took off. It's now at over 700,000 views.
700,000 views to get monetized. Wow. After 16 to 17 months. That's a long time to be doing YouTube without any result and any outcome. So luckily, she stuck with it. She did not give up too soon. And I'm sure if you stick with it with your small YouTube channel, if you keep grinding, if you keep uploading consistently and improving your YouTube video qualities, coming up with new ideas, etc., I'm sure you will be successful too.
If it had not been for that one video, I still would not be monetized. You see, I had the subscribers, but I didn't have the viewing hours. And even today, if it wasn't for that one good video, I probably wouldn't even qualify to get a paycheck every month. Now, I've spent a lot of time looking around at other YouTubers and their channels, and I've done a lot of digging. And the one thing I find very frequently is that same thing happens to other people who finally got monetized. You get one video that does really well, and then it puts you over the top, and it kind of puts you out there more often.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is my experience as well. This is what I've heard also from many other YouTubers. You simply upload consistently on a consistent schedule, video after video after video. Some people get monetized after 30 videos, some people after 60 videos, some people after 100 videos, some people sometimes after 200 or 300 videos. Unfortunately, it depends. It depends on YouTube, on the market saturation, on the niche that you're in, on the quality of your video, on the topic that you choose. There are many different factors that make a video good. And once your video is good enough, meaning it found its target audience, YouTube found the target market for your video, and if your video is good enough with a good presentation, a good title, a good thumbnail, that people click on it and people would want to watch your video because it is good enough, then YouTube will promote your video to more and more and more people because your video is that good. But you have to get to the point that you can make a very, very good video that people would like and love to watch.
As the months have gone by, I do notice that YouTube is still not really suggesting my videos to viewers. If you've subscribed, thank you so much. I do get a lot of return viewers, and I hope that my videos have been helpful for you. I got a piece of advice very early on in my YouTube adventure from Ariel from Fineness, and I do watch every single video she puts out. I find her videos very informative and also interesting. She suggested to me that if I'm going to have a YouTube channel, it needs to be something that you love doing. And now that almost 2 years have gone by, I see the value of that advice. If I didn't love gardening and I didn't love sharing what I know with you, I would have given up.
Exactly. In the content creation world, or in any business whatsoever, especially as an influencer, the content creator, the YouTuber, you have to love what you are doing. Otherwise, you will quit. Most people will quit and fail because they simply don't love what they are doing. But if you do what you love, regardless of the outcome, regardless of the number of views, regardless of the money that you can make, regardless of the number of subscribers that you have, you will keep at it because simply you just love doing what you do. So many people quit way too soon before they reach the success that they want to reach because they don't actually love what they are doing. But if you choose something that you love to do, then you will eventually succeed because it is much easier to do the work every single day toward your goals if you actually love what you are doing.
You see, there's a lot of work that goes into it. For every video that's on my YouTube channel, which is somewhere around 120 or 25, there's at least 10 hours of work that goes into it.
It's a lot.
So I'm dedicating a day and a half to filming and editing my videos. That's taking up quite a bit of my time, honestly. So if it wasn't something I was already doing, or something that I really love doing, or a passion of mine, and that is to share with you how to grow your own food organically.
That's a great passion to have, by the way.
I probably would have folded up this channel a long time ago. So I want to be really honest with you about some thoughts that I have about if you're going to start a YouTube channel, or if you already have one and maybe you're just comparing, or maybe you're discouraged. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. If you want to know how much money I've made, I don't mind sharing that with you. So over the course of 4 months, I've made about $2,100.
She's been monetized for 4 months. 4 months ago, she got monetized since the posting of this video. She got over 700,000 views on this one video and she made $2,100, which is actually okay. It's an okay number in the gardening niche for that amount of views. If you were in a higher paying niche such as technology, health, wellness, finance, insurance, real estate, you would get much more money for that many views. But it's more important to do something that you love, to be in a niche that you have knowledge about and that you actually love posting content in, than chasing the niches that make more money but that you don't actually love. So it's totally fine, the number that you got, I believe.
I am very thankful for that, but it does not replace my part-time job, and it's not consistent. In fact, as the months go by, I make less and less money. You know, when I first got that great big boost, I started really hounding myself. How do I keep up that pace? How do I keep the momentum going? And I did have a couple other videos that did quite well. I have one that's around 73,000 and another one that's about 38,000 views.
That's not bad at all.
And then the rest, they may be at best a couple of thousand. Most of them don't even make 1,000
It's still good
views.
for a small channel.
I think I'm doing a good job. I always want to improve, but I think it's the subject matter, and for me at this stage in the game, it's really hard for me to do research and come up with the subject matter that's really hot that day, right at that moment, because I'm doing this seasonally. I'm doing videos as I garden, and I live in subtropical Florida, so apparently some of the things that I'm doing right now, they don't have any relevance for you if you're closing up your garden for the winter. So I try to just do my best, appeal to my audience, and thank you for being my audience if you've subscribed.
That's good. She is actually in a very, very difficult niche. She actually has to turn on the camera, take the camera with her, go to the garden, place the camera in the proper place, start filming, make sure she does the right thing in her garden. It probably take a long, long time to garden and show to the camera what she's actually doing. She probably is explaining a lot of different things in her garden as well. Then she has to come back with her camera, upload to the computer, start editing the video, making a great introduction, making the video interesting with thumbnail, with title, cutting out the parts that are uninteresting, putting the video all together, and then finally uploading it to YouTube, and then putting the thumbnail, the description, the YouTube tags, and screen, and then finally clicking upload and publishing the video, right? It takes a long, long time. And on top of that, her niche is probably not very interested for the majority of people who don't have a garden, who don't want to grow organic food, etc. So the target market for a video is actually quite small for the amount of work that she's putting in. So she probably could have much more success in another niche, but if that's what she's passionate about, actually, she should probably stick with it, and over time she can grow her channel like this by posting better and better quality videos over time.
The analytics show me that most of you are 50 years old and older. And I don't know if you can see my gray hair, but I am a senior citizen. And yes, I am still gardening. And I love it. I think there's a lot of benefit to growing your own food.
I love gardening as well.
Having that daily exercise and going outside in the sunshine every day.
It's a great activity.
But the thing about YouTube is I will probably be backing off to about one video every other week, at least for now. You see, there's other things that I really want to do. I'm semi-retired. This time of my life, I need to start doing some of those things that I really enjoy doing besides organic gardening, and that is at the top of my list.
Okay, so if our YouTube channel is not our top priority, that's totally fine. It can supplement her income, but as she just already said, it doesn't replace a part-time job yet. So if you want to focus on other things for now, that's totally fine as well. You have to decide whether you want to take YouTube seriously or not, whether you want to treat it like a business and make it your full-time job one day. If you decide this, then you have to focus 100% on YouTube, because it's really, really hard to make it through YouTube and being successful on YouTube if you don't put all your attention on YouTube. But if you want to do it as a hobby only, then it's totally fine as well, but don't expect to make a fortune off YouTube or gain a lot of traction rapidly if you are not focusing on YouTube 100% of the time.
I've picked up crocheting again. So these little squares are eventually going to be a sweater. And I have a grandbaby on the way, and I want to make a blanket for her and some booties, and it's been requested for a little headband. I might put a bow or a flower on it. And I've rediscovered reading. I read a lot, and I've discovered some new authors that I really want to read more of their work. So I want to talk a few minutes about my own thoughts if you are considering investing into your YouTube channel. By
Okay, let's
investing,
hear
I
it.
mean putting more money in than you're making.
Okay.
I think the best way to share how I feel about investing into your YouTube channel is my own experience when I had a website, and even further back than that, my own experience of working with direct sales. You see, the websites that make it and the people in direct sales that really make the money are few and far between. I'm just being honest. I don't want to kill your dream.
That's
If
true, that's true.
you know that this is what you're to do, keep going. Just make sure that you've got a really good balance in your life. That's coming from a 68-year-old woman who's put a lot of effort into some things that really, I shouldn't have put that much effort into it.
Yeah, it totally depends on your goals. It totally depends on what you want to do in life. It totally depends on what your goal is, how you evaluate your success, and what is your top priority right now. Right now, top priority may be focusing on our grandchildren, on our family, on our relationships, on the time that she has as something. It's probably not YouTube. Our top priority is probably not YouTube right now. So it's totally fine. But if your top priority is YouTube and making YouTube your full-time job, then you should definitely focus a bit more on YouTube and investing everything that you earn on YouTube to making your YouTube channel successful. That's what I believe.
So what if you do want to invest into your YouTube channel? I cringe. I just cringe when I listen to someone who's going to tell me how to improve my YouTube channel, and if I don't, then I'm making a mistake and all that. And then when you finally get to the end of their video, well, they're really wanting to sell you a course. And I'm telling you, that makes me angry. You see, I took courses when I had my website. I did everything. It didn't help. It is that one article or that one video that just finally shoots you over the top. Do your own research. Start looking at everyone else's videos. So what I
Yeah, you don't have to buy a course to be successful. You don't need to follow a course to be successful, but of course, if you buy a course, it can skyrocket your success, of course. There are plenty of free resources that you can take on the internet, plenty of people that post video on YouTube. There are plenty of books that you can read on YouTube as well to make your YouTube channel successful. And the most important factor into making a YouTube channel successful is not the course that you can take. It's you make your channel successful, the knowledge that you have. And it's very, very easy to make a channel successful if you have all the knowledge that makes the channel successful, right? You have to be consistent, persistent, and disciplined, and upload consistently. Make sure your video as high quality as possible, and make sure you provide value to your audience, being entertaining, being education or information or inspiration. If you do that, if you focus on your audience 100% of the time, then you will have a better chance to be successful. Of course, to learn all of this, you don't have to buy a course, but buying a course makes the package much more readable, much more understandable, and you can learn much faster if you follow the course to a T than to browse the internet and browse YouTube one video after the other for hours and hours and hours to get the information that you need, of course.
did is I'll see someone's video that looks like it got a lot of views, and I look at those numbers, and I'll go to their channel and I'll start scrolling through all their videos, and sure enough, most of their videos aren't getting that many views, and there'll be a few, and sometimes they just seem to be random. They took off, maybe 2 million views, maybe 1 million, maybe 500,000, but that seems to be what's keeping them going. With my website, I never did figure that out. I finally decided that I was spending too much money a month for no return. And I had been building it for about 3 years and nothing had come of it. And I spent a lot of money on courses, learning Pinterest, learning how to build a website, how to make sure you had your keywords right. I mean, the list just went on and on and on. So you're going to see the same thing with the YouTube gurus that are telling you, you got to do this, you got to do that. And if you listen to them long enough, by about the 4th month, they're saying the opposite. So,
of course, on the internet, you can find everything. You can find people that are great, can find people that are bad, you can find people that are honest and people that are dishonest, that just want to sell you stuff, right? You have to be your own critic. You have to watch out for yourself on the internet. You can find everything good or bad on the internet. So if you follow the right people, then you will be fine. But if you try to follow the wrong people, then it can lead you too far away from the success that you need. If you want to have success, you have to surround yourself with good people, people that are on the same journey as you, are more successful than you, people that are doing what you want to do and learn from them. This is the best way to find the success that you want.
You know, I think about them and their courses about the same way that I do now in retrospect about the courses that I took for my website. So where does direct sales come into this? Well, it's basically the same thing. You can take courses that teach you how to do better. I would go to conventions and there went some of my profit. I would invest in the courses that were offered there. There went more of my profit. I mean, it just like, you know, if you're going to make $100 that night, which this is 20 years ago, so $100 that night would have, at your show would have been good. Well, by the time it's all said and done, you've reinvested 50% back into your team, your products, your conventions, your courses.
Yeah, that's the reality of business. Business is hard. It's very easy to find a job and work 9 to 5 and follow the instruction on your day-to-day basis and get told what to do and have your paycheck at the end of the month. It's very easy to go that route. But if you decide to become a content creator, if you decide to be an influencer, if you decide to be a YouTuber or start your own business, right? Being a YouTuber is exactly like starting an online business. You have the responsibility to be successful all on yourself. You have all the control, but you have all the responsibility as well. And 90% of all businesses fail after 5 years, right? It's very, very difficult to make a business that is successful, that you can live with. And not many people succeed because there are so many different variables that make a business successful. So you have to understand that it is very difficult, but only the people that quit eventually fail, right? If you keep at it, if you are persistent, if you are consistent, if you learn from the right people and try to learn something new every time and progress each day, laying your wall brick by brick, taking one step at a time toward your goals, and eventually, I believe in you. If you're watching this video to the end, you will find success. Definitely. I believe that if you're watching right now, this video right here, right now, you are well on your way to find success because you are very conscient about what you need to do to find the success that you want in your life. And I believe that you will make it happen.
And it really wasn't that good of money. And the sales pitch back then was, you just work one night and you've made your $100. Well, that's not true. You have to then start collecting names that will have a show for you. This was back then. I honestly don't know. Are there still home parties out there? And then you had to start calling those people. And then you had to put them on a rotation basis where you're spending one night a week calling people and setting up shows or sending out emails to your email group. I mean, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking for YouTube advice, take the free advice that Ariel gave me and now I'm giving you. Make sure that it's something that you love doing.
Yeah, that's good advice.
And yes, you can improve over the years.
Yes.
You can make your thumbnails better. You can make your opening lines better. You can edit better. All that just comes with doing it.
Yeah, with time, experience, practice, consistency, being disciplined and persistent and not giving up, right? If you post a 100 video and improve every time, you will find success just like she did. She found success after 100 video because she improved something every time and tried to do something better, something that is different, something that is original, something that is not found anywhere else out there, right? If you stay consistent, if you improve the quality of your video over time, then you will succeed eventually. But don't give up too soon. Don't make that mistake.
It's not all going to come in a course. I don't want to discourage you. If you want to have a YouTube channel, do it. I don't want to discourage you more if you're in one of those times that you're discouraged with your YouTube channel. Here's the reason why I keep on keeping on with my YouTube channel, even though I'm probably not going to publish as often. 30 years ago, we went to a church that most of us had a vegetable garden. I was the only one that grew them organically, but that was okay. All of us canned vegetables. We all had a simple life. Most of us were stay-at-home moms. That is my lifestyle, and I love that lifestyle. I love being a wife. I love being a homemaker. I loved raising my children and homeschooling them. I loved it.
That's great. That's probably the most important thing to take from this video, to do something that you love, to focus on the right thing in life, on the most important thing in life, which is your experience in life, your relationship in life, your time, your own health, and the people that are close to you, that you cherish and that you love, right? Your family, your friends, your parents, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren. These are the most important thing in life, and this is what matters the most. Not your success, not your job, not your work, not your YouTube channel, not how much money you make or the things that you buy, right? Focus on the right thing and you will be much, much happier and have the better mindset to reach the goal that you're aiming for right now.
Sadly, that church fell apart for various reasons, and we all went our separate ways. And with that went all my friendships of like-minded people. We eventually landed in a church where we stayed for nearly 30 years. And none of them grew their own food. None of them canned their food. They admired me that I did. But I lost that sense of comradeship. I lost that sense of, I belong here and I can share what I'm doing, and we compare notes and all of that.
That's a great thing to do on the internet. To share what you are doing, to find your own community, to find your own voice, to share your passion with people, to help other people. I believe we are put on this earth to serve other people, find the success that they need, and help each other, right? To help each other achieve our goals. She shares her video because she can help other people take better care of their garden, and that's a totally fine endeavor, right? It's very, very beneficial to have a garden and grow your own food and eat the food that you grow. It's very, very difficult, but it's also very, very rewarding. And she has a lot of love, a lot of passion for this topic, and I can totally understand why she would pursue a YouTube channel for the love of sharing what she loves and helping other people do the same.
That was gone all those years. So when I started a YouTube channel, here you are. All these years of having a garden, and I've learned so much, and I just want to share what I've learned.
That's great.
And you now are my community. You now are the younger people. If you're watching and you're younger than me, I'm 68. I want to share with you what I've been doing, especially if you have your own family, especially if you're homeschooling. I just want you to know that it's a good life to have.
It's a good life to have. Your own garden growing your own food, focusing on the right thing in life, your family, your children, etc. That's a great endeavor to have in any life and anything. It's great for anybody to aspire to, I believe so. Hopefully one day I will do the same. I will have my own garden and grow my own food. I'm living in a small flat right now, but hopefully I also aspire, just like her, before I am 68, hopefully also having a garden and growing my own organic food. So thank you for
If
sharing
you're new
that
to
with
gardening
us.
and that's not your lifestyle, I want to include you too. Growing your food has so many rewards, not just for
Totally
your
agree.
health, but for your sense of well-being.
Yes, that's true.
So I hope I've left you with an encouraging note. Do your research. One of the aha moments that I had was one fella that I watch his stuff every now and then. He had one video that took off and it put him on the map. Later on, he admitted that he had no intention of that becoming his focus on YouTube. But that's what was making him money. So that's what he's doing. And that's okay. I would do the same if it was something I felt strongly about. But as a result, what he's done is started another YouTube channel with the stuff that he really wanted to do YouTube for in the first place. Who knows? Maybe that will happen to me. But in the meantime,
Yeah, that's a good lesson right here. You should definitely focus and do the thing on YouTube that you want to do. Don't follow the trend just because it will make you money. It's not sustainable over the long run. If you hate what you are doing on YouTube, eventually you will find it dreadful and you will quit. Don't try to do on YouTube what you don't like at all. It's if you want money, just get a job, right? And do the thing that you are asked to. It's much easier without all this stress of being a business owner, of being an influencer, of being a content creator, and not knowing if you are getting paid at the end of the month or not, right? You don't want that extra stress, extra worries if you don't do what you actually love doing. So that's my recommendation to you. Be of service. Find something that you can provide value to the world, to a target audience that would love to watch you. Entertainment, education, information, inspiration in any niche that you love, right? And don't chase the money, don't chase the view, don't chase the subscribers. If you provide enough value, you will eventually find the success that you want. But you have to provide value first, right? That's what I believe, and that's what I encourage you to do as well. Thank you for staying with me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to watch the next one right here. Click right here to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.